My name is Thomas Lavallais. I am a senior biology major with a concentration in dentistry. I'm originally from Dallas, Texas, and I'm running for Mr. Tennessee State University.
Can you explain your platform and explain how it will affect the Student Government Association and the student body?
My platform is We Official, No Fear in the Centennial Year. Official is an acronym that stands for Overcoming Fears and Failures by Introducing Courage in a Life. And how that would impact um, you said the campus as well as
Yeah, the student body
the student body.
and SGA.
Okay, the student body and SJ. I think that um, when I first heard about I will be running for Mr. Tennessee State University in our centennial year, I immediately thought about progress. After 100 years, something needs to take place where we go back and we retrack where we came from. And I think that when you think about fears and failures, it puts you in a mindset where you think about the things that were successful and the things that were not successful. So when I say overcoming fears and failures, and there will be no fear in the centennial year, which means that the student body as well as our SGA must go forward even stronger this year because there are certain fears and failures that will unlock the door to the generations that will come the next 100 years, as the 100-year generation before us gave to us.
Okay. Why did you choose to run for Mr. Tennessee State University?
I chose to run for Mr. Tennessee State University for several reasons. The main one, or the most important one, was the impact that it had on my life. Not so directly, but indirectly, because of all the programs that were established, all of the communication that they had per se with the student body, and I felt like that um, because of my booming personality, because of the success that I've had in my institution, I felt like that it qualified me. Not made me perfect or not made me the absolute best candidate, but it made me qualified to run for Mr. Tennessee State University because I felt like in my matriculation here, it has put me in a place where I can actually speak very highly of my institution and I don't have to do it in a manner where you think that it's not real or it's not sincere.
Okay, what steps have you taken so far to prepare yourself for the position?
Um, One of the most important things is accountability for me. I think that Mr. Tennessee State University needs accountability. So what I've done, I've placed myself under mentors that will mentor me and has already begun to mentor me on uh, a higher level of accountability when it comes to the way I carry myself, how I interact with students, the importance of being very transparent. I mean, a lot of times you see these people in positions, but they're not transparent with you. So you don't really get a true essence of who they are and how they connect with you. So it's always like a bridge that separates you from the student body. Me, I intend to build a bridge and to cross it very often that the student body may understand who I am and understand my passion behind who Thomas Lavallais is and who Thomas Lavallais is as Mr. Tennessee State University.
Are you currently academically sound?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate this year's SGA and what's the reason for your rating?
Um, I would say 7 out of 10. And my reasoning being is because this year has been the most influential year that I've been here and that I've been a part of as far as touching the student body. I've seen more programs implemented. I've seen more workshops, more student knowledge. When I say student knowledge, I mean understanding what's going on behind the scenes. And I think especially with the BS rather that Danny Glover put on addressing the issues that we're dealing with housing, especially, and our lack of police force. I think that spoke volumes of how our SGA of this year felt the student body, or how important that they felt the student body needed something of that stature to have something to say. So I feel like they have done a lot of things. I wouldn't say that it was perfect, so that's why I say 7.
Okay. What organizations are you currently a part of, and what leadership positions have you held previously?
I'm a part of the Aristocratic Bands. I'm a member of USNDA, which is a dental organization. I'm a part of um, my own campus ministry, which I'm president of. I'm also a member of the Texas Club, and I'm also a member of NAACP. the leadership positions that I've had and that I held. Also, I apologize. I'm also president of Beta Kappa Chi Biological Science Fraternity. So I'm the president of that. I'm the vice president of Texas Club. I have held positions in USNDA as an active co-chair with the community service outreach, and some leadership positions and roles that I've served here would be the campus ministry and would also be in the band as a section leader.
Okay, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
I think that my strengths, two of my strengths would be my ability to adapt and my futuristic ability. And when I say that, I took a Gallup Strength Finders, and futuristic is someone who you can have a conversation with and you can say something, and not only can they see it, but they can build an image around it. So if you say, I'm running down the street, I would see you running down the street with sidewalks, with cars, with the sky. I'm a very futuristic person, so I think that's one important thing as Mr. Tennessee State University. And like I said, with the 100 years that we are at now, is that we look towards the future and see how we can improve our university. Two of my weaknesses would be people's, how would I phrase this? The opinion of people at times, because one thing that I struggle with, because I'm a sociable person, I have a boom personality. Sometimes it offends me when someone doesn't like me for who I am. But it's the type, I have a type of personality that you love it or you hate it. And another weakness that I have would be fear. And when I say fear, I don't mean that I'm scared, but I mean fear of the unknown. Things that I don't understand or that I don't comprehend or that I can't see, it's fearful.
Okay. What would you say the three biggest issues TSU is currently facing?
Three of the biggest issues. I think one of the main issues that's not really spoken about or talked about is the male involvement on campus in positions of power. If you look at SGA, majority of SGA is female, and I have nothing against female, but I think that for the strength of our university, the female body cannot carry the whole university. It takes the combined effort of men and women for our university to come forward. I think that's one issue. I think another issue that is being dealt with and has turned around, I would say a 360, but it still needs to be, still progress needs to be made, would be the security on campus and the awareness of the issues on campus when it comes to the security, which when I say that, I mean if there's an issue on campus, if there's somebody on campus that shouldn't be on campus, the text messages that were supposed to be received, they need to go out so that the student bodies may feel safe. And I think the third issue would have to be the our campus body with some of the buildings that have been that are very old, and sometimes it makes it difficult, especially for STEM students, to work in an environment where they have a lack. So I think that one issue should be we should remodel our McCord. We should remodel our Hornet Hall. We should remodel our Crouch Hall, the graduate building.
Okay. Okay. If elected, what program would you start and why?
The first program that I would start would be, I call it the King's Table, where I would meet with the male and female campus organizations, and we discuss union activities, meetings, and what's current in their own personal chapters and organizations. And by that, I think that it gives the student body not only the know-how on how to get a part of these campus organizations, but it keeps everybody in the loop to make sure that no one is left out or no one is doing the same thing at the same time.
Okay. Who is your past favorite or most influential SGA member?
I'm gonna be a little biased because Danny was in the band, so I'm gonna say Danny Glover. And the reason why I chose him is because of I saw his passion this year go to a whole different level when he became president. And with that, I feel that he accomplished a lot of things that people spoke about. See, it's not effective if you talk about it, but you never take action. And I think Danny took a lot of steps that went from just talking about it to actually action.
Okay. What will you bring to the table when you are, or if you're elected for the 71st SGA administration and our upcoming centennial year?
I will bring a personality that is very approachable and likable. I bring to the table a person that can be your friend. And when I say friend, I mean towards the whole campus body. I bring to the stage my excitement for my university. I bring to the stage a very transparent man that is not perfect, but is willing to share with you how I got to become as successful as I am.
Okay, could you please sing or state the alma mater?
Yes. In the land of golden sunshine, by the Cumberland's fertile shore, stands a school for greater service, one that we adore. Alma mater, how we love thee, love thy white and blue. May we strive to meet thy mandates with faith that's true.
Do you have anything that you would like to leave with the student body?
I do. One thing that I want to tell the student body is that Thomas Lavallais is a man that can be trusted, that can be held accountable. And I'm the type of man that if you feel like I'm not doing what I said I was going to do, you can always come up to me and tap me on the shoulder and tell me to be more accountable for what I said. I'm a friend. I am a mentor. I'm a lifetime educator. I'm a lifetime learner. So I will not say that I know everything. But what I do know, I'm willing to share and I'm willing to go further with you and establish friendships with anybody who's willing.